Inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Able to slither by. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Orange.
On second down, here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Listen. Hey, 5.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Tiger. 12.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black 80! 180! 12!
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Black 80! 12, now here we go. Make it go!
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
11. 180! 180! Black!
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wait. Go ahead. 12.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got Evans. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
11. Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. A dump down to McKinnon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Toss play to McKinnon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard.
Here we go. 180. I got 19. Hey, gun. Wait. 6.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22. Goff. It's caught right side. It turns. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
6. 11. Go ahead.
Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle to Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot,
21.
and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Like 80.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back here right after this.
Hey, gun. 13. Flag. Go ahead. 21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Michael Brockers in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Garoppolo now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 1, Omaha. 11.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
65. Here we go. 80. Yes.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Goff. Hearns brings it in. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Bullock will put this one through. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Like 20, 11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mark Barron coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st down, gone. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he spins past him and into space. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 77 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Wait, 80! Hey, go! 11. Flag! 6!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
21. 3 down. Rush it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
4 down, 4 down. Watch the safety creep. 12, 12. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Matt Longacre coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Spinning away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there. Goff to Kupp. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21, 21.
This is Breida. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Breida. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
A very solid gain of 27. Garoppolo, perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. second down. Here's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
White. 13.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Niners on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. Here we go. 180. Shut down. 11.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. Go ahead.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he stopped immediately there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey. You got 3. Here we go. 180. 21. Here we go. 6. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Escaping the pressure right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4 down. Check. 180. 65.
They run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Breida. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And some room to work. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 69 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Black 80! 180! 11! 13!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. 180! Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for L.A., they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.